Now that we have a good understanding of the stay, let's start proofing that behaviour. You'll probably have noticed that when you tell your dog to stay, they watch you as you move around. If you can walk in a circle around them, they'll turn their head to follow you and quickly turn their heads the other direction when you get round the back of them. You might also find they're great at the stay until you leave the room, then they get up to follow you. This is because the dog finds eye contact to be a big cue for this behaviour. Without adding too much distance, tell your dog to wait, look away briefly and click whilst you do this. Make sure that you return to the dog to feed them. Keep practicing this at a short distance and build up the duration without eye contact. Remember, this is really difficult for your dog, so make sure you build it up slowly. When they're comfortable with this, we can start to incorporate distance and leaving the room. If we're going to leave the room, be aware that we're massively changing the setup for this behaviour. So like with all behaviours, we want to break it down into manageable steps. Maybe at first, we just put our foot out of the open door, and then we lean out of the door until we can eventually take a step out through the door. Only when the dog is successful at this might we add closing the door behind us. Let's add some distractions. Depending on what motivates your dog, choose your next easiest distraction. Here I have selected some toys. I start by just touching the toy and rewarding my dog for remaining stationary when I go to pick it up. Usually me picking up a toy is a cue for play, so it's important to reward this choice to follow the verbal cue. I then build up to picking up the toy, clicking when it is in my hand and putting it away again before treating my dog. I can start to add movement of the toy and movement of myself with the toy. Now that the dogs have a sound understanding of this behaviour with toys as a distraction, we can use the same principles with food as a distraction. Start with low value food like their own kibble and build up to more enticing treats. If your dog finds this particularly difficult, please have a recap of the food manners video.